Welcome back to the front room, everyone. It's my choice today. We're doing a mini tribute to a legend who just passed away last month, John Mayall, who is the godfather of the British blues. The British blues was something that came out of England in the first half of the 60s. I'll give you some more information about John Mayall after the video, but I just wanted to say he was considered to be an extremely influential musician in England in the 60s. He passed away at age 90 and was active, still touring, still giving performances at age 88.
Wow.
He never stepped away from the blues. It was sort of like the love of his life. Not all that well known, not in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, which is a travesty in my opinion. But we're going to check out one of his songs from 1970. And the name of this track is Television Eye.
Cool.
And we're going to put up the lyrics for you.
Television Eye. Okay.
Mayall is a harmonica player and guitarist and keyboardist.
Neat. Is that from Primal Solos?
No, it's from Back to the Roots.
Back to the Roots.
I
I see.
Great cover.
Oh, yeah. I've seen this cover.
Great. Yeah.
Around the house.
Yeah.
On record.
Fantastic cover. So psychedelic.
Television Eye.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite albums of his. Television Eye. And can we put up the lyrics for our viewers as well?
Yep. And that album had some pretty cool titles to go along with Television Eye. I just saw Prisons on the Road, My Children.
Fantastic tracks.
Accidental Suicide, Groupie Girl, Blue Fox, Home Again, Television Eye, Marriage Madness, Looking at Tomorrow.
This album was recorded in November of 1970, and Jimi Hendrix had just passed away. Accidental Suicide is about Hendrix.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, all these titles seem like they would be about meaningful things.
They are.
Or sort of existential
Mayall was totally unique in the blues genre. Yeah, he brought a new approach to it that nobody had attempted before him. And every album was different from the last. Mm-hmm. So I hope you enjoy this.
Cool.
Yeah.
Television Eye.
Sleep. My eyes are getting bloodshot red. Got me in your power, staring at your many channel head.
I never knew that this was John Mayall's voice.
Television
I like it actually.
Dig the lyrics too, they're great, man. Good. Awesome.
Now you're by my bedside, shining empty lights on me.
Very current messaging.
Round the clock commercials, trying to sell me things I'll never need.
Harvey Mandel on guitar. Johnny Almond on sax. My all-time favorite saxophonist. Not that I have a wide knowledge of saxophonists, but just listen to this man.
The sax has a... I don't know about the sax, I don't know about the blues, but just for my ears, sort of this classy sound to it.
Man.
Right? It's not as grating as some sax can be.
I agree with that. His sax is dripping with the sound of the blues, man. It's really quite something.
Neat sound.
Yeah. When you hear this, you know it's Harvey Mandel.
Really?
Yeah.
It's so thick and rich sounding.
I think the lyrics are going to start up again soon.
How does Mom like John Mayall?
Your mother? She's only heard a bit of him. She's not a blues person, right?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. 'cause
Yeah.
it sort of sounds not super typical to me of blues.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
It's hard to turn you off, even though you never turn me on.
I love that line, man.
Trying to slow my thinking, I feel my mind is nearly gone.
Imagine how Mayall must feel like now.
Television,
I know.
you had me in your power too long.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it being a huge problem
Back
then,
in 70.
right?
Well, it was. Kids were glued to the TV after school.
I guess so, yeah. But you had to go to the TV. And there's only one TV. Yeah. I assume. I mean, you lived through it. Yeah.
Wasting time watching you. I like this part of the song because things are getting chaotic.
It's cool. TV messaging.
Yeah, coming in now. I can picture him just lying on his bed, having fallen asleep, and the late night infomercials are still going on.
Next, a brand new 1971 Thunderbird, two-door hardtop, fully equipped, running V8 engine, ready heater, automatic transmission, power steering, white sidewall tires, $4,300 now, $66 full price. If you like your pay with $150 and eliminate your next 150 a month for your 36 months on approval of credit. Next, let's talk about a 1971 brand new Ranchero, 2500.
1971 brand new Ranchero.
A new camper, I believe $3,360.
Yeah. Your thoughts? Well, you told me what you thought, but how'd you like
Well,
that?
well, let me just start off with the ending, like
Yeah.
with the song's theme and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Whether he meant it like this or not, just the way that I took it, I thought that was one of the more interesting parts of the song, just as an idea, I guess.
Yeah.
Because, you know, like Mayall, like you said, was so dedicated to this style of music until he died. And then for this to be when he was younger in 71 playing this sort of music, and then for that, the sounds of the television, advertisements, and news to come in, quietly creep in and sort of disrupt the music.
Yeah.
And then eventually the music, even though it's a long song, it's 7.5 minutes, like sort of gives up eventually.
Right.
Not gives up, but like the way it fades out,
Yeah.
and yet the sounds of the TV become louder. It that just puts emphasis on how being consumed by media and electronics can disrupt more better things in life.
That's right.
Such as music.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. It's really interesting for me to hear the thoughts of a younger person like you, because I might have subconsciously realized that, but I hadn't put it into words or thought about it, you know,
Right,
deeply.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah.
And it's true, like the way that it was done, it wasn't just like one, I mean, it sort of reminded me, I think there's some, like Pink Floyd, like Money, you know, you have the chatter going on and the money sounds clinking and it sounds chaotic.
Yeah.
That sort of reminded me of that.
Oh, yeah.
The mayhem in that.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was just smart how instead of having just one TV sound going on and disrupting it, like how it was multiple, it emphasized how, you know, when you're scrolling mindlessly on your phone or the laptop, it feels like you're getting these little messages into your brain, but they're so fleeting that when you scroll, you just remember like a word or two of the thing that you just heard or read about.
Right. And your mind's not settling on any one thing because you're going on to the next thing so quickly, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like in this, when that happened, so I'm not talking about the music itself right now, but I just thought that was interesting how when that happened, I heard little words, but then the next sound would take over and I would hear those words, and then it ends up all being incoherent,
Just
completely,
just a mess,
right? Just then it's all valueless,
yeah,
right? Because there's so much shit happening.
Yeah, that's right. So much noise.
So much noise.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And then on the music side of things, I thought it was that repetitive rhythm of the blues. I hadn't sat down and listened to anything quite like that before with the blues.
Yeah.
I guess when I have sat down and listened to it, it's been more similar to like the B.B. King stuff, or just the really old Howlin' Wolf sort of thing.
Yeah.
So this was new to me. In that way.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you found it new, kind of fresh, because even though he came out in 70, Mayall was just, he was always pushing the envelope when it came to the blues.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I actually like that repetitive rhythm. It sort of laid the groundwork for whatever came on top of it, which was that sax sort of solo, and then that interesting tone of the guitar being played.
Yeah.
Then my mind, just like how in hip hop, because just relating it to what we do on the channel, establishes a beat.
Yeah.
Some songs, and it doesn't let go of that.
Yeah.
And then new elements come on top, and now your mind is prepared to like interpret those things.
Yeah. That's cool, man. Yeah.
So I guess in that way, they're both sort of like traditional music.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I love the bass line in this.
Right from the beginning too.
Larry Taylor bass guitar. Yeah. And it's quite audible. It's quite noticeable. And it, as you said, he keeps that rhythm throughout, and it just creates this vibe, right?
Yeah.
And I love the guitar, how it's there for huge portions of the song, just even in the background while Mayall is singing. That guitar is going on, you know? It's not like there's no, well, there are some solos, but even the solos aren't like regular guitar solos where the guy goes nuts so much, you know? It's just this constant sound texture of being created by Harvey Mandel on the guitar, right?
Yeah.
Just really cool. Can we listen to the opening? Mayall's harmonica, the way it starts the song off, it sends chills down my spine, man. It is so, listen, oh man. The way that comes in, oh shit.
Because like to me, not knowing this music,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
however it goes,
Yeah.
sounds like how it almost always sounds.
Like harmonica?
Yeah, like for this sort of music. No, I know there's different types of harmonica.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Like I don't even know how to describe it, but
Yeah.
like Stevie Wonder has a certain style.
Oh, yeah.
And then you have the opposite of like Bob Dylan.
Ouch.
Right? I'm not a big fan, even though I like
Me
Bob
neither.
Dylan.
Love Bob Dylan. Don't like his harmonica.
And then you have more of this like blues,
Yeah.
country-ish. I know it's not country.
Yeah.
I know, but just in my mind, blues and country sort of come hand in hand in a way, right?
Yeah. Well, within the blues genre, you have different harp players, harmonic players, doing different things and creating different sounds, right?
Yeah.
And that is a male sound, but it almost sounds. It's not distorted, but I don't know what it is, but just the way it cuts the air when it comes in, and it's rich sounding. I just absolutely love it.
Mm-hmm.
It's so good.
Yeah.
One more time, just the harmonica. Just bear with me. And then this part. And that bass. Oh man, bit of an
It's
echo
good.
on it.
Yeah, it is good.
You can't get cooler than that. And then the way guitar, just before he starts singing.
Television eye
Oh man.
hypnotizing me in my bed.
And his voice is so, it's like he's lying on his bed, right?
Yeah.
Late at night, right?
Yeah, just sort of murmuring these thoughts to himself.
And exhausted, and maybe, like you're in the hotel room, you got the remote control and you're lying on the bed and you're, I really should go to sleep just a little bit longer. And he goes, hypnotizing me in my bed. It's great.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, that's a very unique, a lot of his music, as I said, he was always pushing the envelope when it came to blues, at least in his first, 15 years, when he was possibly the most creative. This song is unlike anything else he's done, really. It kind of stands out for that reason.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Glad you enjoyed it.
I enjoyed it.
The godfather of the British blues, John Mayall. Thanks for joining us, and see you again soon.
See ya. Thank you.